Hey, my friend. I am always excited to be here, as you can tell, but I'm always excited to be able to share the knowledge and the content that I have to other entrepreneurs or anyone in any case to make your life always a little bit better. But what are we going to talk about today? I'm actually going to give you 5 surprisingly effective ways to spot a fake Facebook account. Oh my goodness, I can't believe how many there are out there. It's a wee bit of a concern. My name is Connie Matthews and I do help entrepreneurs and network marketers build the right framework of business that can give them back 99% of their day. What would you do with that? Just imagine. Well, I'm going to share with you what I do. I look at my business and I look at my tasks and I look at that and I think, well, there are 3 questions that I do ask myself, and that is, one, can I outsource it? Can I delegate it? Or can I automate it? So what I do a lot these days is I actually automate a lot of my tasks. I will set it up once, push a button, and off it goes. It really makes a big difference and I get a chunk of my day back. But however, in saying that, what this tool or this system does, the software package that I use, what it actually does, it really does help me to connect with other like-minded individuals. I'm a really big believer in connecting with other people, learning from other people, and hopefully I've got knowledge that I can share as well. So this software package that I've used actually does allow me to connect very quickly to other like-minded individuals. However, what it also does is when people respond, quite a lot of fake Facebook accounts are actually responding. So I was incredibly inspired to put this training together to help you spot a fake Facebook account. So let's actually get into the very first one. Hacked or duplicated accounts will actually have a different URL. Now, what does that actually mean? Most people don't think this through, but when someone says it, they go, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Did you know that your URL is your digital fingerprint? So just like a normal fingerprint, you are the only person on the globe that has that particular fingerprint. When it comes to social media or anything to do with the internet, you have actually got your own unique URL. It's your digital fingerprint or footprint, depending on who you're talking to. So whatever your URL is, it's specific to you. So if you actually think that you've got a message that's come through that you're thinking it's a little bit not right, what I would always do is have a look at the URL where that message is actually coming from. I would then open up another browser, search for your friend, check out that URL and actually compare the two. And they are very tricky. It might just be a little dot or a full stop. Now, if you're struggling to pick it up, what I would also recommend is actually copy and paste the two URLs, put it onto a Word doc and have a look at the difference. You will see very quickly that one of those URLs is not quite right. Now, what I would also do is I always do it. I will actually touch base with my friend, regardless of whether I know them really well or I don't, and I'll actually let them know that I think, hey, I think your account's been hacked and this is the evidence. Why don't you check it out? You can actually reverse engineer this information and really create a good looking Facebook account for yourself. Now, when it comes to the URL, you can actually, did you know, you can stylize it to suit you. I think my personal profile actually says Connie Matthews, the stylish director. Now, I actually had a personal styling business, and my business is called The Stylish Director. So that is actually why when you look at my personal page, I think it says Connie Matthews /The Stylish Director. So you can stylize your URLs to suit you or your business. So for an example, I've got this written down. My business Facebook page is facebook.com/follow Connie. My LinkedIn profile is linkedin.com/in/follow Connie. And I've got the same really for my YouTube channel as well, which is Connie Matthews TV. So you can actually stylize these URLs to suit your business as well. How cool is that? I would also love it if you find value in this particular session, this training session. Share this with your family, your friends, or other entrepreneurs, because what we want to do is we want to keep everybody as safe as we possibly can. So take the time to share this. Also, if you're getting value, I put out one of these every couple of weeks. So I want you to hit that subscribe button somewhere on the screen. There is a subscribe button. So click to subscribe. So what will happen is when I produce another YouTube video or a training session like this, you will be notified and then you can hop straight on board to watch it. Here is the second thing that I actually do look for: incomplete or suspicious profile information. I hope you don't mind, but I've got a little bit of a list here, and this is full-blown for you to actually check it out. So when you actually look at a Facebook profile, obviously we want to make sure that the photo, their profile image, is not generic or it's not a stock image. The other thing that you can look for, the big one, is the creation date. If it's only a new account and they've only got a few bits and pieces on there, it more than likely is a fake account. Anything that comes to me with just a small amount of data or inconsistencies in their details, I just block them straight away. That's just me. But anyway, let's have a look at what else we can find. All right, okay. So the first thing I'm always going to see is the cover image. Make sure it's crisp and it's clear, and you let people know what it is that you actually do. So if you do have a business, let people know. If you don't, it doesn't matter, but let people know quickly a little bit about you. Now, inside the cover image, if you have a tagline, and that is that I help entrepreneurs and network marketers build the right framework and business, I've actually got that on my cover image because it lets people know that I actually do run an online business. I'm looking at my list, it's quite big. Clear image, profile image, a photo shot. Really guys, it should just be a little bit of a headshot, because if people actually want to know who they are connecting to, and it also forms part of your personal brand. So don't put your dogs up there, and especially if you're running a business, dogs, cats, all that sort of stuff, or just a stock image, because people will look at that and think, is this for real? If it's a headshot, you're smiling at the camera, people can connect to that straight away. There's also a section which is called the bio section, or the intro, and it's about 35 characters. It's not very long, but in there you can actually put another little bit of a snapshot of what it is that you actually do. Under there, you can actually put in all your links. So you might have a website, you might have Instagram, you might have TikTok. All of these have their own URL, their own unique URL, which is specific to you. And you can actually pop those in there as well. So when people look at that, they go, okay, this person is legit. Now, actually under that, you can put your interests and your hobbies. And now the big one is the about section. In the about section, you can put in as much as you like or as little as you like, but put in something because it lets people know that you are for real. So in the about section, I'll tell you what I've got covered off. There's an overview section, a little bit about what it is that I do, where I've worked, my education, places that I've lived, basic contact information. So my phone number's not in there, but basic contact information is in there. Family and relationships, details about you, and any life events. So when you look at that list, there is actually quite a lot that you can put in there. So when someone approaches me and then they say, oh, I actually run an online business, and I actually have a look at all of that and it's not filled in, I have to ask the question, do they really have an online business? Because they're not using the data that's actually in front of them. So if you want to make sure that you're looking at a Rigidigi account, if all of this is blank and if all of this is inconsistent, and mostly the creation date and the profile image, there's a lot there that you can go, well, hang on a minute, is this account actually real? A lot of data. I would also recommend that if you are running a business, this is a great way to look at it as an online resume. Inside this week's blog, which is conniematthews.com.au/013, I've actually got a freebie for you. So if you are running an online business, inside that freebie, I'm covering off a whole heap of things to actually help you really promote and increase your visibility and engagement for you online. So grab that freebie and download it. So inside the freebie, what you are going to find are how to create a personal brand, create awareness and identity, how to develop trust, values and behaviors, how to actually put your strategy into place, colors and why they are important. The colors that we send to people often is subliminal. So it's a really great idea to have a look at what particular colors actually do stand or mean. The value of your logo is so important because it does form part of your personal brand. I mean, let's face it, you drive down the road and the kids in the back of the car can spot the M a million miles away, and we know exactly what that stands for. So building your logo and your brand is really important. Power poses are super duper important because you want to actually portray confidence in your posts. And I've got a whole page or 2 pages in there of all the different tools that I use within my business, and I'm more than happy to help you with those. And if you've got any questions, you know where to find me on that one. All right, so let's actually move on to the third one. Let's be real. When we actually use social media, anyone that is genuine and authentic, they will actually be putting things up there that they cannot help to tell the world about their accomplishments. So if they're missing, you are definitely dealing with something that's not a real account, which is limited or suspicious activity. And I kind of did touch on this in point number 2. If there's inconsistencies or huge long dates between someone actually posting, it's more than likely a fake account as well. Pay attention to the likes, the comments, the engagement, and how they are actually interacting with their community. If there's no interaction, well, let's face it, that's another one or another way of looking at it, potentially being a fake account. Is the profile image. Now, I do know that I've actually touched on that, but I did want to come back. I wanted to double back on this one because it really is important. If you don't think that there's something quite right, did you know that you could actually check that image in Google? So I'm going to give you a little bit of an exercise that you can do yourself. So I've got my little list here. So what you want to do is save that photo, save the profile image on your desktop. Then open up a browser, and when you look at Google, in Google search bar, there's actually 2 icons. One is a microphone and one is the camera. Hit the camera and upload that image into that particular field. You can't miss it because it says upload here. So you upload that, and what will happen is Google will actually search its database to see if they can find that image. It's a little bit tricky, but if they find that image, then you'll know whether they're real or not. It's an easy one to actually put into place as well. Lucky last, number 5, but certainly not least. There's so much more that we could do, but I just wanted to try and keep it as simple as possible for you. Number 5, you can check their friends list. Now, most entrepreneurs, well, many entrepreneurs will actually have their friends list closed off so that you can't see it. However, a lot of people don't, and you can actually see their friends list. So if someone is actually living in Sydney, Australia, you'll find a lot of their friends are probably going to be local. And obviously we always have friends globally. If they live in Sydney, as an example, but all of their friends are actually overseas, I would actually flag that as well as, is that correct? Now, I do want to put a caveat across this one. If you have someone who is in hospitality, for an example, and they actually do travel the globe, and I've got a lot of friends like that, they're going to have friends all over the place. However, it is easy to spot a fake profile if someone lives in one spot but all their friends are sitting somewhere else. So they are the 5 tips very easily that you can actually spot a fake Facebook account. Now, at the end of every YouTube video, I always love to answer question of the week. and my two dogs are actually having a little bit of a fight. I'm going to apologise for that now. But the question of the week really was, well, Connie, how do you actually spot a fake Facebook account? So that's why I've put this together for you. So that was the question of the week. Now, you guys will always find me hanging out on Facebook and LinkedIn. I'm always there, and I'm always happy to answer any questions for you. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to download that freebie, which is conniematthews.com.au/013. And that's actually going to help you build your online business. But I am only ever a quick DM away. So for now, this is Connie Matthews signing out. Have one awesome day.